When we moved to Ballard in 2007, there was no daily news source for Ballard. And so my husband and I decided to start an online news site, basically to get to know the neighborhood. So I said, hey honey, let's start this little hobby, call it My Ballard, and just kind of, post online what's going on around the hood. So we did, as a hobby, as a part-time little hobby.
Now we've grown to 9 sites that we own and 1 site that we partner with. There are a total of 10 sites in the Next Door Media Network. It's one of the largest network of neighborhood blogs that we know of in the country. As far as a citywide network, it's pretty large.
Each of our 9 sites is run by 1 editor, sometimes 2 editors, that all have journalism backgrounds. I'm the editor for My Ballard, and I do all the content for that website. So today I am covering the expansion of the Ballard Boys and Girls Club. It's been under construction for 6 months or so. Wow.
Here it is.
And Mark has invited me in to get a sneak peek of the new expansion.
All right, this is our Challenger room.
Wow.
The Challenger room is for 6th, 7th, and 8th graders.
Next Door Media is successful because we're filling the niche that people didn't realize that they needed filled. They always had questions about different things, and we're answering the questions. Nice. Oh yeah. We're there with the information immediately.
I log onto My Ballard first thing in the morning. It's for me important as a resident of Ballard. I want to find out what's happening business-wise, what's happening in terms of crime in my own neighborhood. And I especially want to find out because I have a family, and it's a source for me to discover events that are coming up that are micro local, much more than just around the city, but just around the neighborhood. And I can't find that in other places.
I'm gonna go downstairs. Have fun with your trains. Just got back from shooting a piece on the Ballard Boys and Girls Club expansion, and I'm going through my pictures, and now I need to get to work and start writing the piece. I have to go in and resize each picture. In the last 30 days, we've had 600,000-ish page views with 60,000 unique visitors. And I talk to so many people who say, you're my homepage, I refresh you several times a day.
When I first moved to Ballard, I came from out of state, so didn't know anything about Seattle or this community. And so, of course, I went online to just find out a little bit more about where I just moved, where I just bought a house, and I found myballard.com. And I really enjoyed learning more about the people in the community by reading that website.
It works for me on a couple levels, I guess. On one level, there's actual news and information on there. And in addition, it's entertaining. Sometimes reading the forum can be quite amusing. So, news and entertainment. Well, what do you want?
Our content goes across the board. We do everything from breaking news to community issues to a chicken walking down the middle of the road. The majority of our content is because people have tipped us, either email, Facebook, or Twitter. John, hey John, it's Kate with My Ballard. I follow up on just about every single tip that we get. I got an email this morning that says Red Mill has signed a lease at the Totem House. But really our readers are the ones who are fueling My Ballard. Without them, we wouldn't be here.
Feed response on channel 5.
The first time I heard something interesting on the scanner, I sent an email to the tips line and got in touch with Kate, and she emailed me right back. So I started sending her more tips, and eventually she gave me her phone number.
Silver is the most incredible contributor to My Ballard. She calls us at 2 o'clock in the morning. She calls us at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Like if I hear 3 beeps in a row, that will draw me away from the computer every time because that's an armed robbery.
She knows everything that's going on, crime-wise, fire-wise, in Ballard.
Full response. That means they're actually seeing flames, and this has been verified as a real fire.
And she lives right by the fire station.
This is the Seattle Fire Department's real-time 911 page.
She's never negative. She's always there to help.
There's still a cop car up on the Aurora Bridge.
My Ballard has grown into a place that has online news. We have a restaurant guide for people to leave reviews of the restaurants. We have a forum so community members can talk to each other if they have questions, if they have something to sell, to buy. Did you hear that noise? What was that noise? That's kind of the catchphrase for my Ballard.
Did you hear that noise, that humming noise, or that sound?
What the heck was that?
I heard this loud noise. Another poster, well, I heard it too.
It was the strangest sound.
So, next time you hear that strange noise in Ballard, make sure to log on to myballard.com and we'll probably tell you what it is.
I think news up until the last few years has been very one-directional, and we wanted to provide a forum where people could, if they wanted to post their own comments and maybe the things that they think are stories, they can post them there as well. So I think that's been a big fundamental step for us to realize that that's different than just publishing to people, it's publishing with people. That's what we're most proud about, is trying to make our neighborhoods better by letting people connect.